Hello, today we are learning about technological developments in food with the focus of a modified atmosphere packaging. So, by the end of today, we should be able to evaluate the use of modified atmosphere packaging and how it affects our food choice. So, what is MAP packaging? Modified atmosphere packaging. This is a way of extending shelf life of a food without the use of artificial preservatives. So, fresh food is sealed in a package containing a mixture of gases which slows down oxidation and bacterial growth. So, there is an increase in CO2 and nitrogen within the packet and a decrease in oxygen. And by decreasing this oxygen level, that is going to restrict bacterial growth, as one of the factors that bacteria need to multiply is oxygen. So, some advantages are that MAP packaging increases shelf life. We believe it to be of better quality. It helps to prevent waste, as we don't need to throw things out, things tend to last longer. Increases variety for us, we've got more food choice available to us. Packaging is robust and strong, and it prevents cross contamination either in the fridge at home or even in supermarkets. However, some disadvantages do include it can cost more money, bulky packaging may not be recyclable, there is strict refrigeration required, so if you don't have the facilities to refrigerate, then this is something that you wouldn't be able to buy, and some bacteria may still grow. Some examples of foods that are MAP packaged are fresh meats, ready meals, milk powders, pastas, fresh pastas, cheese, fish and seafood, processed meat, and fresh vegetables. So here is an example of an exam style question that we would see in a past paper. Every question tells us three things that we look for, as we know. Thing one is the command word, and here it is evaluate. So in my head, ding, 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 I know I need a fact, an opinion, and a consequence in my answer to get 1 mark. The second thing I'm looking at is the mark allocation, and in this example, it is worth 2 marks. Therefore, I know I need to give 2 fact, opinion, consequences. The third thing is I always need to look and see what I'm referring to in my question. So this question is on modified atmosphere packaging, but what is it I'm linking back to in every question? And it is, in this case, the consumer. So I have got an example question answer here. Fresh food is sealed in a package containing a mixture of gases which slows down oxidation and bacterial growth, which is correct. Therefore, the food will have a longer shelf life, reducing the food waste, which is also correct. However, this question gets 0 marks. Why would that be? If I go back to my question, I will see that I need to have used the layout for an evaluate question. Now, because I've missed out my opinion, either saying that this is good or this is bad, I have lost all my marks for what would have been a very accurate and good answer. So that is how important it is to make sure we're reading and linking these questions properly, because this person clearly knows what they're talking about. However, they have missed out this is good and therefore have lost all their marks. So this is exactly what we would need. Modified atmosphere packaged fresh food is sealed in a package containing a mixture of gases which slows down oxidation and bacterial growth. This is good for the consumer. I have made sure I've linked back to a consumer and have given my opinion. Therefore, the food will have a longer shelf life, reducing food waste, so saving the consumer money. Can you see that I needed that extra line at the bottom after food waste, because I haven't linked this back to the question and I've missed out the opinion. And here I've added in my opinion, but I've also added in that, so saving the consumer money at the bottom of my consequence, which means I've linked it clearly back to the question I have been asked. Another example, by packaging foods in modified atmosphere packaging, a manufacturer can extend the shelf life of a food without the use of artificial preservatives. This is good for the consumer, as therefore environmentally aware consumers will buy the product, as there will be less impact on the environment. I have made sure I've used my right layout, and I've also linked it back to the consumer, and I've made sure I've got an opinion in here. These facts are always going to be the same. So if you learn your facts about MAP packaging, it will just be dependent on how they ask the question, how you would write your opinion and consequence for that fact. Lastly, bulky packaging is required which may not be able to be recycled, and this is bad for the consumer as environmentally aware consumers will not buy the product as it will have a negative impact on the environment. So basically an opposite one from what we've just spoken about. And some extra questions for you guys if you just want to pause the screen and you can get these done too. So, today we have covered MAP packaging and how it affects your food choice, and we've given some evaluative answers in our exam style questions that we have just completed.